Last day at the Oriental and last breakfast here.
Yeah, see, look, of course, this is what I'm gonna get because I'm not gonna have this anywhere after, or unless I go to places that sell this. This is Putong Ligaw.
What was it?
Putong Ligaw.
Putong Ligaw.
Maha Blanca, made from corn.
Yeah.
This is palitaw.
Yeah.
This is rice base as well.
Yeah.
It's sticky rice with some coconut and then black sesame, and then this one is kuchinta. It's also like a puto. It's like all they are all rice based. So.
Checking out the Oriental at around noon, and then heading to the Hotel Ellis. Enjoying more food here before we go. This is Andisat, right? I'm practicing making. So first you cut it open, nice and white inside. So you take some omelette, gently place inside, and a piece of sausage, and then you seal it.
Ta-da!
You eat it.
How is it?
Good.
Yeah, so you like the pandesal?
Oh, how's the dry fish? Good?
It's not
fruits
salty.
as well.
It's good. Oh, this how much I had. Look at her. You know how much I ate fish? Right there. The head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 of these swordfish. 5 of these. Really good. It's not salty. And it's so crispy. This is what I'm gonna miss when we get back to Canada. 8:40 right now, and I'm checking what's left. So there's a clear vegetable soup. I still have the all gone. That's the corn and crab soup, and sampurado. Then we have rice, the fried rice, beans, and sardines. There's a ham, sausage, and there's fresh beef in the counter. So they added fresh beef in the counter, and there's like few kanin left. That's what I was like saying. It's only 8:40. Shouldn't be empty. The breakfast.
Are you guys from the US too?
From Toronto, from Canada.
Oh, I'm from California.
This is a bakery.
Yeah.
We still gotta see this for real. Kasawa.
Not kasawa.
What is it?
Kagsawa.
Kagsawa. We gotta see Kagsawa. Still gotta see Kagsawa. Hotel Ellis, just checking in. Oh, here's her.
Oh, right there.
My excitement, I got the pass card. Hold on.
You have to. Oh wow.
That's big. One we got is this is a king bed?
I need to get the key.
Oh, sure. Yeah, power the room, please. Let's turn the lights on. Yeah, nice. Nice room. We have a table.
And it smells clean.
Yes. It
Smells
smells
really clean.
not bad. We got a view of right in front of the hotel, it looks like.
What is it?
You know, the...
Oh, it's like a... It's all store here. It's all commercial store. So.
Yeah.
But it's looks clean. Smells clean, so...
The bathroom is big. Looks clean as well. So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, we tried to buy tickets to Avengers because it was opening day here in Asia. We wanted to go in a day earlier than people back in North America. But we ended up buying reserved tickets to tomorrow's show, so still a day earlier. Sally, infomercial guy. Sign the extractor. That's a new controller actually.
That one, all these, like, maybe I'll buy one here.
Hey, there's a familiar sight. Golden, yeah, McDonald. Let's give McDonald's some love this time.
Yeah. Let's try the version, our version here. We'll see the different version here.
So they have the chicken McDo, which is one piece of chicken with rice or fries. Actually, it comes with rice and fries?
Yeah.
Alright, and then, their standard McDonald's menu.
Yeah.
And then this fish and fries is unique to McDonald's, right?
Clothes and all that, McCrease. And they also have pie. I mean, apple pie.
Yeah.
But they have those fruit flavor ones.
Interesting. Alright, let's figure out what we're ordering.
Like, parang fries. Okay, yung McCrease na lang. I wanna try McCrease. Oh, it's a frozen. It's a...
Pero yung fries ay yung mas regular lang.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yung sa kanya po,
That's what we do?
Yeah. We're waiting for your Big Mac.
regular large na po.
Yeah.
So it's like a frozen soda.
Yeah.
It's like a flow, right?
No, it's just a soda frozen.
Okay, good.
I have this one is the Landan, which is like that one. No, okay.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for a Big Mac.
130 lang for dining.
It is big here.
The one.
Alright. There's a lot a few minutes ago. Alright, we have our order. So, chicken McDo with rice, right? Fries, Big Mac, and 2 McFreezes.
I'm having chicken. Spicy chicken. Then after the Landan. Here.
Looks similar. That looks similar to ours. Looks similar to ours. Home pretty much. How's yours?
How is it?
Interesting. The bread seems fluffier.
Fluffier? Does it taste better?
Taste is the same.
Yeah?
Yeah, so odd thing I noticed is they actually mixed up the buns. They put the bottom bun in the middle of my Big Mac, and then the middle bun is at the bottom. So kind of funny. Doesn't ruin the taste though. Fries and the float.
Yes, so this
Sally special.
is sweet and salty.
And here's the mixed spaghetti. So I'm trying the spaghetti. So it looks similar to Jollibee's one, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I guess like hot dogs, and I'm assuming this is like a sweet tomato sauce.
But then the ketchup.
Yeah, okay.
And some ground pork. And some cheese.
Alright, so let's...
I think it's a ground pork.
Alright, so let's dig into this. Like a big bite.
How is it? You like it?
Good, but
How?
Jollibee's one's better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
This just kind of tastes like kind of ordinary. Like the sauce is nothing special.
Yeah, so you like
And the spaghetti's kind of...
you like Jollibee more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get some Jollibee tomorrow.
Getting her happy now so she can pick up the toy. They don't sell the toy alone here. So she's getting a little happy now.
carry the Happy Meal.
Alright.
You got for her as well.
So what?
Yeah.
Cool. I got a Happy Meal now. So we ended up having to buy a Happy Meal just to get the toy. So here is the kids' Happy Meal chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And what sauce?
Yeah, I got the classic barbecue sauce.
Alright.
So this one here, you see, did you check what is inside?
No.
So how do I open this? I think it's on the side. Open this. Open. Yeah, so look. Yeah, I don't know what to get for Layla back home, so I know she loves Hello Kitty. So this would be for Layla. Can't bring her the food, but just the...
Those are nice glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, this for Layla.
So barbecue sauce seems a bit different, seems tangier. So it seems like the barbecue sauce is like more of like a traditional barbecue, not like McDonald's barbecue.
It says traditional.
Yeah. Let's try to dip in this one. Actually, the sauce is pretty good. It's like a chicken wing sauce.
Yeah?
I don't think we have this back home. Good. I'm gonna double dip.
It's all yours, so you can triple or more dip. You can
You want one?
No, thank you. Just one big one. Have it.
So good. I'll try this without the sauce. Yeah, your typical nugget. Actually, the breading seems somewhat different. I mean, I can't put my finger on it, but it doesn't feel as like flaky. It's still good, but something different about it. Taste is about the same though. Just the texture is a bit different. So we're at the LCC department store because I guess Philippines answer to Walmart, right?
Yeah.
So there's a bakery section. So look, and this 5 pesos.
That one. That's the Spanish bread. I like that. That's
And then toasted
this is
soup.
red bean. That's a siopaw. It's like they usually unsteamed. They have chicken pineapple bun, tuna cheese, almond cheese, bacon and cheese. That's like these are like other. There are lots of breads. Then there are more pastries there. They all try something.
Up to you. So we're in Graceland.
Also
Yeah.
all those are sizzlers. Oh, they also have pizza. They have a range, like a big range of menus.
Yeah, I know. There's quite a bit.
But right now I just want to get snacks.
So what is that?
It says Hopia Ube. It's, I don't know how to say it in English, Hopia. But it's like, Ube is the purple yam.
And what's this?
Those are, it's just chiffon cake. Oh, do you have ensaymada? Remember ensaymada?
Oh yeah.
Fruit bread. Yeah. I'm not buying big one because this one mango bread. We can't really finish it. Let's go.
He always has a crowd around. He always has a crowd around.
I know.
Great.
Yeah.
So rice-based snacks in the mall.
That's too creamy though. So.
Yeah.
Red Ribbon is popular for their cakes. Yeah. Oh, this one.
So when we're in Red Ribbon now.
This one. Shortbread. Polvoron. These are like different flavor. There's peanut, This one is guinea pig. They have some cakes too. I don't know what I want though.
There's tons of bake shops in here.
Let's go into this one.
Alright, sure.
Pandesal. This one has filling inside. Pandesal. Asado pandesal. This is similar to the first one we had inside. These are the selection of their cake. Chocolate, red velvet, mostly chocolate. This one in mocha. Comes in rolls and then those.
Look at the red velvet.
This one. There's a, you can see there's like moist in here. But it looks good. The Black Forest.
Yeah, shake's good.
Yeah, this one I like. Ube. The hotel, Vienna. Yeah, it's the same. I don't know what. There's like these. Oh, it looks like a whoopie pie. It's like it's red velvet. It's a whoopie pie. They have brownies. And they have puto.
What's puto?
Yeah, this is a different puto.
What is it, like macaron?
No, it's the same as the other one we had, but it's a different one. And it comes in this color, the ube. Puto ube, yeah. This is the opia. This is ube. Oh well, we'll get this one.
Alright, Andy made up the line.
I got my opia ube. No, yung may red ba dito sa may headboard? Oh, hindi ko kasi na...
Apparently someone stole our do not disturb sign from our room. I didn't know that those were such a premium. Evening time here in Legazpi City. We are at the Hotel St. Ellis. We just had dinner here at the restaurant in the hotel. It was okay, like, I guess nothing special, but we didn't really feel like venturing out much. We had gone to the mall nearby for lunch. Did a little bit of walking around. We pre-ordered our tickets to the Avengers, which actually came out today here in Asia. It's April 25th when we filmed this, so we're going to see it tomorrow afternoon, so really excited about that. We actually turned in a little bit early today, but it's going to be interesting actually staying in the city for a few days, because most of our time so far has been somewhat isolated from the downtown. So it gives me a chance to at least do some walking around. Before dinner, Sally actually went down to, what is it, a spa they have here? And had a pedicure done. So, nice red toenails.
Pardon my bunions, but yeah, got a nice red pedicure. And it's like 175 peso.
Nice. That's almost, so that's the cost of like, I guess a quarter of what you would have paid back in Toronto, right?
It probably, if it's outside the hotel, it's probably like 50 peso, which is like $1 or something. Or I don't know what's the price now, but yeah, it's probably like less than 100 if it's outside the hotel. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, just don't look at my bunions. I'll let you know, okay? Okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
So they actually ran out of do not disturb signs here in the hotel, but we've at least notified cleaning staff that we don't want to be disturbed tomorrow. We just checked in, so yeah, just a matter of us having fresh linens and towels, etc. We did have a chance to tour around a little bit of downtown. We went to a place nearby called Hong Enterprises. So they basically have 3 stores in the area. And I guess it's almost the equivalent of a dollar store here. So they've got like, you know, a bunch of no-name discount products, toys. The reason we went there is because a few friends of ours last year bought a whole bunch of no-name Lego. And like, they're not just knockoff Lego. They actually replicate actual sets. So they let's say they had the Disney Magic Kingdom. They had you know, the Ghostbusters Firehouse, and then some other sets that have either been since discontinued or you just, you know, I've never seen official sets for. So I got pretty excited about that, and I was hoping to get a few because I've seen some of those on sale on eBay. I believe the brand of the knockoff block is known as Leapin. So I was, rather than buy it on eBay, I was actually figuring, well, since I'm here, I'll buy a few sets just firsthand. Fortunately, most of them, it turns out most of the Hong stores here don't stock them anymore, so they're all seem to be discontinued. So probably something I'll check out on eBay. It was just not necessarily that I'm looking to get into knockoff Lego, but would have been pretty cool to just collect a few sets just to take home and build once we're back in Toronto. I do happen to be a pretty big Lego fanatic. And I got into building with Lego a few years back. So something that, you know, and anything to sort of augment my collection. And just, you know, not necessarily looking to buy some of the more premium sets. I'd rather have like the brand Lego for those. But some of the sets that I probably wouldn't consider buying, that, you know, why not pick up here? But unfortunately, it doesn't look to be an option. The other thing is, so we were in the mall. And I mean, for the most part, like if you're going to buy clothes are look to be relatively cheap. We plan to, you know, do some clothes shopping while we're here because there's actually quite a selection in the department stores, and there's some, you know, pretty unique looking clothes that you can't find back in North America, and like, you know, a lot of the popular brands as well as like some popular Asian brands. And on top of it, like we walked into some of the, you know, stores that we're familiar with in North America, like Toys R Us, which recently went out of business in the US, still operating in Canada and apparently still operating here in the Philippines. They're actually smaller stores here in the Philippines. At least I'm only familiar with the ones I've seen here in Legazpi City. So they're almost the size of, like, you know, one of the, if you're familiar with Toys in the Toronto Eaton Centre, it maybe a little bit bigger than that. And what we did notice is, like, so they still have a video game section, which I believe has been since discontinued, at least in the Canadian stores. But going into the video game section, we looked at the price of a Nintendo Switch, and it almost looks to be like, if you translated it to Canadian dollars, around $600, which is, you know, insanely high. I mean, like, I think a Nintendo Switch in Canada costs about $400. And if you think about just the wages and the cost of living, and just you translate that into, you know, local terms, that's actually quite expensive for the locals. Similar with like action figures and any like brand name toys, we did notice are quite expensive. The Wi-Fi in these places has been absolutely horrendous. Like, we're both, at least I'm fortunate enough to have a roaming package that works with Bell in Canada. Sally is a Rogers subscriber and has been able to get like virtually no coverage outside of the Wi-Fi. So the roam like home, I guess, you know, roam like home if you don't have internet coverage at home is probably more appropriate, because she has no coverage at all. Like, since we've been here, I don't think her actual data coverage has actually worked at all outside of what she's been able to pick up in Wi-Fi. But the Wi-Fi has been absolutely like crap. I think the place that we had probably the best Wi-Fi was Mississippi's Bay. Definitely, I'd say, yeah, of all the places we've stayed at, Wi-Fi there was the best. Not strong, but, you know, at least serviceable. Like, I was able to watch YouTube. You know, posting and uploading to things like Instagram was still a bit of a pain. But in this place, the Wi-Fi basically does little, except like every once in a while it will push notifications to your phone from like Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp or whatever app is trying to push notifications. But then when you actually try to open the app to see what the notification is referring to, by the time you do that, the coverage is already gone. One place that we had visited and we blogged about earlier was the Pacific Mall. Connected to that is a department store known as Gaisano, which is actually a store that Sally used to work at and manage department. You would manage the electronics department, right? Yeah. Yeah, so Sally worked there years back when she was in school here, growing up in Kronicle and working here in Legazpi City. How far walking distance would you say it is from here?
10 minutes.
So yeah, 10-minute walking distance. And you know, I mean,
You can ride a tricycle.
we can do that. Yes. So that could be an opportunity for us to jump on a tricycle and get a ride a few blocks over
Or jeepney.
Or jeepney,
Just
yeah.
loop around. It's too hot.
Because the humidity here has definitely increased in the last week or so. Today I think got into the low 30s, and probably the humidity was even hotter than that. Again, not as humid as I know it can get here, and even not even as humid as we typically get in the summers back in Toronto. But you know, with all the crowds, and then even the Ayala Mall, which we were in earlier, which is actually, it's not an outdoor mall, but it's a mall that's it's open to the outdoors. So the inside of the mall is actually not air conditioned, but if you go into all the stores, they're all sealed by door and they're all air conditioned. So it's a little bit hot as you walk through the mall, especially on a day like today. And then just last thing, so the restaurant here in the Hotel St. Ellis is, you know, it's decent. Like we haven't tried the breakfast yet, but we'll do that tomorrow morning. Dinner was, I guess, you know, it was edible. It wasn't like incredible, but the food was fine. I mean, what do you think of yours? The food?
That's good. I like the racing, but you know.
Yeah, we've had better food, but you know, I mean, if you're kind of tired out and just want a quick bite to eat in the lobby, it's there. And yeah, it was relatively okay. But yeah, it's, like, we're looking forward to trying some other places here now that we've got them within walking distance and don't have to worry about getting downtown. So anyway, that does it for, I think, night one here in Hotel Ellis. Tomorrow we're having breakfast at the hotel. We've got a friend coming to see us in the morning. And then probably head out, go to the movie, and then try to figure out what to do for dinner. Probably record another food blog. And yeah, just enjoy the time that we have here in Legazpi before we head back to Manila. So anyway, have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.